Alright, here's a video game that I just created called Dungeon Diamonds. This is on the the Arduino Nano ESP32. And it's a video game of a dungeon that has 100 mazes in this dungeon. And there's jewels in there. There's diamonds, there's gold, and there's silver coins. They all are different amounts. And these guys, which are the little dots, what they're doing is they have a laser beam that they're scanning from side to side looking for the treasures throughout the castles. And when they get them, they're tallied up in an amount. Like I told you, the gold is, or the diamonds are like $50. See, he just hit him. He just found some. The diamonds are 50. The gold is like, I think, 35, and the silver is like 25. And it all starts at the end of each level. It's tallied up for that level, and then it's tallied up for all levels put together out of 100 levels. And there's also a magic potion in here that makes him go, I think it's 30% faster than the other one. So if the blue one finds the magic potion, he'll be able to travel 30% faster than the other guys, covering more space. So, for that level. Now, the game down here, it shows you the amount of RAM being used, the temperature of the processor, and the level that it's on. See? It's a pretty neat game. It's actually very neat. If I could just hold my phone without getting that reflection in there. Let me turn that off. Alright. Now this is on the Arduino Nano ESP32. It's a faster processor than all the other Nanos of its size. Even faster than the Uno. But it's employing an SD card reader that has an SD card in there that has the 100 levels of mazes. And I'm wondering why the ghost hasn't popped out. But the ghost will pop out, and then if he makes contact with any of the characters with the lasers, he will steal 30% of their treasure, taking money away from them. He pops in from here to there randomly throughout the entire level. See, right there, mission core or score. There's the career standings, which is the same because it's the first level. And then the surveyor. That right there tells you how many square feet each one has explored that hasn't been explored by any of them. So the more unexplored territory, the more it's going to show up on there. But all the mazes, 100 mazes, are saved in a TXT format, a text format on the SD card, and it pulls them up. The ghost is an actual sprite. There he is right there. See that? And he took away $11 out of that guy. It's pretty cool. There he is again. He's not going to hit nobody. You can see his eyes. See that? Pretty neat. If you're not magnifying the screen, you can't really see his eyes. But it's pretty cool, nonetheless. But it's pretty much maxing out the processor. It's really hot. Probably need a little fan in there. Maybe not. I don't know. But the unit is housed all in one mobile unit, and handheld unit. See, it took $8 off of him. There he goes again. And very cool. But it's taken a really lot to code this to make it do it, because there's a lot of stuff that you have to write. It's like, I think, over 530 lines of code, and it all has to work. It all has to function. I got buttons on this unit. You can't see them because the light is off. But it's got 4 buttons. I don't know what to use those buttons for. But nonetheless, at the end of the game, which is 100 mazes, it tallies up how much money each one has got. This is a self-playing game. You don't touch it or nothing. You just turn it on and it self-plays by itself. It's like a couple of games, but those that are out there on the internet. But I thought I'd make something better, and that's this game. I made another one that's also pretty cool, but see, look at that. But I made another game, but this one's the best so far. Oh, he just hit him, and he hit him up for like 18 bucks, I believe. 13 bucks. But it's a very neat game. Dungeon Diamonds. I'm thinking of changing it to Dungeons and Diamonds. Sounds better. Dungeons and Diamonds. But nonetheless, just thought I'd show it off. Very neat little system. Handheld. The battery is rechargeable. You plug it into a phone charger. You got lucky. You took a different corridor. But I just thought I'd share this. I'm going to put this on YouTube. People want the code, but it's not just code. It's also the maps of all the... See, look at that. Pretty neat. But it's also the maps, which are separate than the code. The code just reads the maps that are on the SD card. So if you don't have an SD card reader, you can't run this. It's like running a game off of a CD or in the old days, like a floppy drive. And the SD card is basically acting as a hard drive on a system that doesn't have that, which is pretty cool. But anyways, pretty neat. Thought I'd share it.